Hello and welcome to day 17 of Vlogtober. My name is Tracy and I am the host of Knitting on the Float, which is a knitting podcast. And this month I have been doing Vlogtober. We've been touching on different things. Yesterday I mended my Mickey Mouse pajamas. I love them. And after I finished doing my editing, I put another little Mickey Mouse patch on that other weak spot. So there are now 2 hidden Mickeys on my pajamas, and I wore them to bed last night and they were nice and comfy cozy. Today when I woke up, it is starting to feel a little bit more like autumn. We have had the most beautiful October in the Vancouver area, but today the sun is looking a little bit lower in the sky and I'm feeling like autumn and winter is soon about to set in. But while it is still beautiful out, I am enjoying these days. Today we are going to go back to summer vacation. We are going to visit Disney World in Florida. And if you've been following along all month, you'll know that our son, he could be everybody's son, Isaac, had a job at Disney World this past summer. He was a lifeguard at one of the hotels, and so he was mainly at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, but he also, because he had been trained at the Riverside, he was able to work at Riverside as well, which was kind of nice because that's where we were staying. We were originally going to camp at the Fort Wilderness campgrounds, which is just such a wonderful campground, but Isaac got us a discount that was too good to pass up, and air conditioning in August, all that stuff. So we ended up staying on property in a hotel at a very good discount, and today we are going to start to tour around Disney World and see some of the footage from August. So I hope you have your project of choice and a nice beverage. We are going to go back in time to Disney World. We are currently at Disney World and we have arrived at one of the pools. We don't know if he's working at this pool or the other one, but we've just come in the gate and we're going to try and stay dry because we don't have our bathing suits. Anyway, there is the pool for the place he is. I'm not sure if that's him up on the Isaac, Nathaniel, is that Isaac up on the, I see someone up on the, is that Isaac there? There's Isaac right there. No. Sitting in the guard chair. There he is, sitting in the guard chair. There he is. Do you see him, Greg?
Yeah.
That's him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good. There's Nathaniel looking at his brother. So yeah, he's sitting in the guard chair. I'm gonna walk through a little bit of water, get my feet wet. Woo! And we shall look at that cute lifeguard up there on that chair. He hasn't noticed us yet, but when he does, he's probably gonna be like super embarrassed. I'm lifting the camera up because I'm trying to walk. He's too busy looking at the pool. It's stalkerish. Nathaniel says I'm being stalkerish. But yeah, you stand about 6 feet away, and then you let's see when he realizes that we're here. Videotaping him. He's keeping that good eye on the pool. I wonder if I jumped in now, would he come and save me? Would he come and save me if I jumped in now? He might. He looks a little bit embarrassed. Anyway, I will shut this down and I will let him do his job. We are currently at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We are waiting for Isaac to finish off his shift for the day. He's actually on days. Normally he's on evenings, but at Animal Kingdom Lodge they have lots of animals. So you may have seen a couple of zebras over there. They're birds, and there's a giraffe just over there too. There are, I don't know if that's a wildebeest straight away, big horns on it, but there's definitely a lot to see on the savannah, and the trees have Spanish moss in them. Greg grabbed his binoculars from the car, so he has brought them down so that he can see the animals a little bit more clearly. I think it's a wildebeest maybe over at the, there's a few of them laying down, but I could be completely wrong on that one. But definitely zebras and giraffes, or a giraffe at this point. And here I am a little bit lower down, and the giraffes on the savannah. There's another one. Trying to make sure I can, oh, there he is. Trying to look at a little screen without my glasses on. So there's one behind the trees back there reaching up and eating, and there's the third one over there. So beautiful giraffes. And right here, Nathaniel is watching these animals. Do you know what these ones are called?
They look like cows.
They look like cows. They're not cows though.
No.
I don't know which ones they are, but
The poor things, they have to carry those heavy horns.
and Greg has come down with his binoculars. Do you see the giraffes over to your left there, Greg?
Yeah, I saw them through the binoculars too.
And the zebras are over to your right, but lots to see on the savannah.
You think they get fed over there?
They get fed everywhere. There's an ostrich there too. And all of the rooms at Animal Kingdom Lodge overlook the savannah, so that at some point you are seeing animals. There's this little giraffe. Let me zoom in ahead, going for a walk to catch up with the other one. So that one's, oh, he's so tiny compared to his mom and dad down the way. There's a lovely restaurant in the Animal Kingdom Lodge called Sanaa, S-A-N-A-A. It is delicious there. Anyway, here's this little one. Was it fun seeing your brother?
Yes.
Yes, we're going to see him in a few minutes. He's going to meet us down here, and then we will continue on to our resort. We have come at an exciting time. It is dinner time. This is the food truck, and they are going to feed the animals. I'm not sure which ones they feed first, but oh, the giraffes know that it is time for feeding. So there were 4 giraffes. I thought there were only 3, but there were actually 4 that I was able to see. And they're not running yet, but they are interested that the food truck is over there going that way. So I guess it's doing a drive around to say, hey, we're here, supper time. Nathaniel's looking over at where the zebras were. And they're getting out on this. Oh, they've thrown some food on the savannah, and the giraffes are on their way. Do the giraffes ever gallop? Okay.
They run.
They run.
They run. But they're taking like a 12-foot step. And if you notice, they do right, right, left, left.
Yeah.
They move their right leg and then their left leg. Where dogs, it's opposite.
It's like
Okay.
And other animals, it's opposite. But they do one side, then the other side.
So one side, then the other
that's
side as
interesting.
they
I never thought of
walk
that
forward.
before.
That second tall one, or the third, that's the third one, because the first one's here. They are motivated. Food is a real motivator. Imagine that. And off goes the food truck. The food has been left. The giraffes are now...
So that first one that's going is Gigi.
Okay, Gigi's in the lead.
Gigi's in the lead.
And who's in second?
That other one coming is Luna.
Luna. And then the third one?
The one's a boy, that's Griffin.
Griffin. And then the one in the back?
One is Azizi.
Azizi. Okay. So the 4 giraffes are heading towards yum yum num num time. Never a dull moment at Disney. And here we are in are we in a campground, Nathaniel?
No, but I just hit my head.
I saw that. This is Nathaniel's bed. He's sleeping in the bayou. We are staying. Where are we staying, Isaac? Thanks to your discount.
Port Orleans, Riverside.
Port Orleans, Riverside, and we are in the bayou. And is everybody happy?
Happy time.
Are you happy, or would you rather be in a tent?
10.
Ew. Why?
Because
Sorry?
Chip and Dale's there.
Here.
Chip and Dale.
Where would you rather be?
A tent.
Chip and Dale.
Okay.
You are such a...
Crew person.
Your pants are on fire, kid. Anyway, I think everybody is happy to be
I would rather
here, although it's going to be a bit cramped. Look at this, there's even a TV above this guy's bed. Here we are at our Disney resort. We decided very, very last minute to not camp. I'm kind of last minute like that, aren't I, Isaac?
Oh, of course.
I definitely am. I have my mini ears. I had to bring these with me because they're important. They're sparkly. I have my magic band, and in my back pocket, I have my key card. What's your key card? Let's see your key cards. Show me key cards, everybody.
Show me the key card.
Greg is Goofy. Isaac is
The
Mickey
Maddens.
Mouse, his boss.
Yeah, I'm my boss.
And where's yours? And this one here is Pluto, like his puppy. He's a puppy dog. Are you happy, puppy? Yes. Anyway, this is a room. This is Nathaniel's bed. It's a mess right now because we just brought everything in. And yes, I brought the fishes so you could play in the pool with him. So they're fun. Anyway, we are going to go get some supper. And what are you planning on eating?
Chicken.
Chicken, not jambalaya?
No, I had that before. I
Okay.
tried the Nashville hot chicken. See how hot it is.
Okay, well, we're going to head out and enjoy some time as a family of 4 again. We are finally here. We are in Disney World, and we decided very, very last minute that we were not going to camp, which makes me feel a little bit more at ease, especially when it gets really super hot. And I have to say, it was not terribly hot today. When we got here, it was just a nice temperature, and we picked Isaac up from work, came back here, got checked in, went to the restaurant on site called Boatwright's, had a lovely meal, and Nathaniel's just gone to the pool. Greg and Isaac have gone to the local store to buy a few sundries so that they can have breakfast, and also to pick up some of Isaac's things because Isaac's going to stay with us here too. So that's exciting. Let me quickly show you around. 4 people, it's going to be a bit crowded. We've got our things in the bathroom area. We have hung up our clothes. Nathaniel has the fold down bed. Greg and I are here. Do you see? I have brought my Marks and Spencer extra strong tea. And Isaac will get a bed all to himself. Lucky guy. Love the furnishings at Port Orleans Riverside. And of course, this bed is so adorable. Nathaniel still fits. I was a little bit worried, but he does. Anyway, I have packed, we've got a couple drawers there. I've unpacked some of my things away. Nathaniel's unpacked some of his things, and we still have a little bit. We're going to be here for not quite 2 weeks, but, you know, all the project bags are here, so I'll have to find somewhere to put them so that I can grab them when I want. And of course, I have brought my own pillow. Anyway, at the riverside, things are happy, all is good. And most importantly, we made the journey safely. I have to share with you this adorable shower curtain. So the theming here is the princess and the frog, and the little firefly. The only character I can think of right now is Evan Nuts. That's the rescuers. But he's looking up at the star, and he is on one of these dandelion wish things. So, oh my goodness. I think that shower curtain is brilliant. I love it. Of course, he's making a wish. This is the place to do it. The nice thing about Disney Magic and staying at Disney is you turn around and you find more wonderful things. So in the bathroom, I shared the shower curtain, but this is a curtain that you can close for a little bit of privacy in the bathroom area, because there's 2 sinks and then the bathtub and toilet area. But this curtain, there are the frogs looking up. I'm sure there's probably a hidden Mickey in here somewhere. I won't look for it now, but I'm sure that over the next little bit we'll discover it. If not me, I'm sure Isaac or Nathaniel will. Anyway, little bits of magic here and there. After several days on the road, we left Tuesday, it is now Sunday. It's nice to just have a little bit of quiet time and room to stretch out and breathe. Good morning. It is Sunday, August 21st, and we've been in Disney now for 1 whole week. I've been kind of quiet just because I've been trying to enjoy each day as we come, but today we are going to go for a little walk around our resort. We decided last minute to stay where, Greg, we've got some fogging happening because it's gone from air conditioning to, where are we staying?
New Orleans Riverside.
Yeah, and it's beautiful here. The only problem is we've just come from an air-conditioned room outside, and you are getting like a haze around me. Look at the haze around the camera. It's like a very vintage shot because the lens has all fogged up from going from a cold indoor air-conditioned space to hot and humid, and we're not even in the heat of the day yet. It's still warm, so we're gonna try and let this unfog on its own. I've already wiped down the lens a couple of times. Anyway, I have the important things with me today. I have cake from Gideon's. Isaac and I went and lined up for about an hour to get cake and cookies from a place called Gideon's in Disney Springs yesterday. I have my knitting bag. Got the camera. And I have my Disney mug. You want to hold up your Disney mug? These are the Disney mugs, they're refillable. I'm going to make some tea. I'm going to eat cake. And I'm going to enjoy a little bit of relaxation time this morning. I have just made myself an iced tea. Greg has poured himself a coffee. Greg was good. He had cereal earlier this morning in the hotel room. I, however, for breakfast, am eating the breakfast of champions, and that is key lime pie cake from Gideon's. And Isaac and I went and bought this yesterday. Here's my fork. Put that in my mouth. And I have a piece of lovely key lime cake. And I don't know if I'll be able to eat it all or whether I'll have to put some back in the fridge, but that is going to be what I snack on this morning. I know, very unhealthy, but you know what? I'm on holiday. Future Tracy needs to know that cake for breakfast is just not a good idea, but Greg says what?
You would not appreciate me telling you that.
Yeah, Greg says I would not appreciate future Tracy giving me that advice that cake for breakfast is not a good idea. Oh, tasty, but oh, too much sugar. We are, as I mentioned, at the Riverside Resort. There's a beautiful wheel here, and it is a lovely Disney resort. There is some watercraft that take you to someone's caught a fish.
I don't know.
No. There are watercraft that take you to Disney Springs. The beautiful wheel is the iconic point of the resort, but we are going to head across this bridge here to the pool, and I'm excited to share the pool with you. Before we go over to the pool, I will just quickly share with you this view. So the Riverside Resort, which is part of Port Orleans, there's two resorts. There is Riverside and French Quarter. We're in the Riverside side, and they have the Sassagoula Steamboat Company, which are boats that go to Disney Springs, and they run from just down here and take you across to Disney Springs. We're gonna go across this bridge here, but I will turn you so I think it's a little easier on the camera when I am walking and talking to you. I think it does some sort of balancing. Anyway, beautiful resort. Are you glad we stayed in a resort instead of camped, Greg?
Yes.
Yeah, air-conditioned nights make it a little bit nicer, and when the rain comes down heavy in the afternoon, it's nice to have a place to go as well. Anyway, we are just on the bridge, and Sassagoula River is behind me. There is actually a fishing boat. They do fishing tours here, and that's just going under the bridge. While I'm up here, I will turn the camera around like this, and here is the pool. We have the lovely sound of water at the pool right now as I walk around the pool. And one of the fun things about this pool is it has a dripping water feature way up there, which is kind of nice. And when you're in the pool, the water falls on your head. It's kind of cold, but definitely a nice thing. There is a hot tub to the side as well, but love staying here. We've been here before. I'm going to go up on the bridge in a second and get a little bit of a shade. They do have towels, which are great because then you don't have to worry about bringing your own towel from home. But I'm gonna go up on the bridge and have a fun moment over the slide, and you'll see why in a second. Look at this cute lifeguard right here sitting on the stand. I think he's laughing at me because I think he's really cute, but I'm allowed to think he's cute because, you know, he's mine. He's my little boy, and he's working at Riverside today, which is really nice. But if I go over and talk to him, he won't be very nice to me. So I'm standing from afar as I look at the lifeguard in his uniform, watching the pool. I was going to try and catch him roving, which is when they walk back and forth. But he just switched to the chair watching the slide. So here's the slide here. And he's in charge of making sure when somebody comes down the slide that they are safe and they're not doing it head first. Oh, look at him on duty. What a good guy. Now, you know what I have to do now? I have to go over and tell him he forgot his lunch in the fridge because he's staying with us in the resort. So I'm going to go over and talk to him, and he's not going to be very pleased, but I won't take the camera. Anyway, there is Isaac on duty. And he's only got this shift here, and then he's got 2 more at Animal Kingdom, and then he is done his job. He's done his Disney College program. I've told Isaac he's forgotten his lunch. He actually didn't realize he had one. Greg didn't finish his sandwich, so we told Isaac yesterday, or I told Isaac yesterday he had a half a sandwich, so I'll bring it down to him a little bit later. Anyway, we are just looking around outside of the pool. Here is the playground. And again, another view of the pool and the water feature. Hotel in the background, and Isaac is just on the chair, straight through there, doing the water slide right now. The other night we came here, and they have a campfire that happens in the evenings, and we got to roast marshmallows. That was nice. It was a bit rainy that night. No lightning, so it worked. And this is the campfire on the bayou. And so 6:30 to 7:30 they have marshmallows that they roast here. And they were tasty. Just up ahead here, Greg and I are walking along this nice path. This is Old Man Island. And there's a little fishing hut, and you can rent poles for a half an hour. I think it's a half an hour. And do some fishing in a little stocked pond that they have. And the nice thing about the Riverside Resort is it's broken into 2 settlement areas. So there are the mansions, and there's sort of the princess ones, and then there is the Alligator Bayou. That's where we're staying. And the Alligator Bayou are rooms that have 5 beds, so that is nice. Isaac's been getting his own queen-size bed while we've been here. He's been enjoying that, and Nathaniel gets the pull-down bed, which thankfully he still fits in. Here is the little fishing hole section, and I don't know if you can see through the trees. There's a little dock down there. Get a better view in a second. And you can, there it is, the fishing hole. And you can go down, rent a pole, and fish off the dock. But you know what, Greg? You have a dock you can fish off at home, don't you?
I do.
You do. You just need to get a fishing
I
license.
just never caught a fish ever.
Yeah. Well, you did catch the sturgeon, sort of.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I know. Our neighbor caught it, and then
I helped.
yeah, there's supposed to be a hammock hanging there. I don't know where the hammock is now. Maybe getting cleaned. Anyway, this is another bridge off of Old Man Island. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to see the mansions and the bayous in a second to share with you what the resort looks like. But it is a beautiful, peaceful place. And the only thing that disturbs this area is the sound of my flip-flops and me chattering away. So the Alligator Bayou are these ones here, and of course Disney Mousekeeping is busy at work getting rooms ready, and the mansions are down the way, and they are very stately. Lots of high pillars, and I'll try and get a photograph or a video of those a little bit later. I think right now we're just going to head back to the room, get Isaac's lunch. Here comes the fishing boat. They're off for a fishing tour, and they do private fishing each day around the waterways. And there is mousekeeping, keeping busy. Anyway, a beautiful space here. It is a beautiful sunny Florida day. Starting to get a little bit hot. I'm going to turn the camera around. I am definitely feeling sweaty right now, but my plan today, while Isaac is lifeguarding the pool, I am going to go get my bathing suit on, and I am going to go for a swim. But before I do that, I'm just going to sit down on the bench, because the whole point of being on vacation is to rest and relax. I have some hot tea. I made some English breakfast tea. They had some lemon juice, so I put that in there. But oh my gosh, it is hot and sweaty. I wanted to share with you what I've been working on this past week. And I've actually finished one pair of socks, and I'm now on my second. And I've been carrying this in my dandelion and dogwood, my D&D bag. This has been the best bag to carry on vacation, because it has this little hook there, and I can undo it, unclip it, and then I've been putting my Disney mug, the refillable mug, and carrying that along with me. So that's been really helpful. But let me just pop the tripod down beside me. So as I've said, this bag has been fabulous to carry around. Every time you have to go through security, I do have to pull out my regular glasses case, because it's a metal case. So I pull it out and hold it off to the side. I've mastered it. I've got a fork in here. I realized when I got there, my cake had a fork in the box. So sunglasses go in here, but also my knitting project. And yesterday, I put my knitting into a completely different bag by accident, and got to downtown or Disney Springs and didn't have my knitting. So this is sock 1 of my Forbidden Forest socks, just a vanilla sock. I've done 2x2 rib. I have done just a plain old heel flap. I've done a half round heel, and then I have done a wedge toe. So I'm just playing around. And one sock done, and I have started sock 2, and I am using this gorgeous scrumptious pearl. So today I'll work on that. And what else do I have in my bag? I have an extra battery for the camera, and I have a hard time finding a really good cup of tea in the US. Iced tea is really great, but hot tea is a little bit hit and miss. I've got my own Marks & Spencer bags in here, and then I have my counter for my knitting, and then here they are, some Frippin' Bib stitch markers for when I get to that point in the sock where I need stitch markers. Anyway, this has been a fabulous bag to carry around with me. It is lightweight. It goes easily over my shoulders and allows me to drink and do all of the necessary things. Anyway, we will stop here for now, and I'll check in with you later. Here is another view of the main building. This is where I was eating cake, and Greg was drinking coffee and I was drinking tea. And then these are the Alligator Bayou buildings. And I like them, actually. I prefer them over the mansions. They're very quaint. And we are just in there a little bit. But it always makes for a nice little walk as you have a nice stay here. Oh, coming down the way, and I'll just zoom in. The transportation to Disney Springs is about to get underway for the day, and there is one of the boats that dock up and then take people to Disney Springs and back. And that's what Isaac and I did yesterday. We went early in the morning, got our cake, and we ate it too. Maybe regretting that a little bit now, but anyway, that's the boat, and we will continue to our room. I'll show you the quiet pool as well, which has been a nice place to go. Did you see that? A falling leaf. Oh, autumn is on the way. We are going the right way. This is one of the small pools. The small pools are not, or they're called the quiet pools. The quiet pools are not guarded, so they are a swim at your own risk. But we've gone in there a few times and it's been quite nice. They are definitely quiet for the most part during the day. And there is a building that has laundry facilities, so we actually did some laundry earlier this week. And I was talking about Spanish moss on the drive into Florida the other day, and around here there is definitely a lot of charming Spanish moss. So I wanted to make sure I captured that for you as well. So yay, I remembered. There's also some beautiful flowers on some of the trees. I'm not sure what these pink flowers are called. There's a beautiful tree that has some white flowers, and then there's another one that has gorgeous purple flowers as we were on the boat. But it kind of feels nice as we head into September, because it's late August now, to see flowers on the trees. But yep, through there is a nice refreshing pool, and as I mentioned, there's a little hut in the background that there are laundry facilities. I'll just show you just over here. Through the doors over there, bathrooms and laundry, so that if you're needing to wash up your clothes, you definitely can. This is our Alligator Bayou building here, and I'm going to head in, get into my bathing suit, and go down to the big feature pool because there's a really cute lifeguard down there today. We are just about to go down to the pool, and I wanted to share with you my new bathing suit. It is long sleeve because going out in the Florida sun, I will burn to a crisp, and I do not want to be a piece of bacon. So I have a paddle suit, it's got a little zipper in the back, and I am going in long sleeve. Usually I wear a rash guard, but with this bathing suit, I don't need to. So kind of nice. I've just popped my shorts on over top. It is a one piece, so a bit of a problem when it's, you know, time to hurry to the little ladies' room, but otherwise, I'm gonna try it out and hopefully I love it. I have had a lovely swim and a lovely too long sit in the sun. I forgot to put sunscreen on my face. I put it on my legs, and then I was wearing the long sleeve bathing suit, so I didn't have to do my arms or my shoulders, which was good. I'm just gonna go sit by the quiet pool and do my nails because why not? Something nice, relaxing to do. We're going out for supper tonight at the Polynesian Resort. We're going to go to a place called Ohana. Ohana means family, and that's always a meal that the boys love. And Isaac has some coupons from his employment, so we're going to save a little bit of money doing Ohana. So a good thing to do. Anyway, just going to go do nails, drink some iced tea, and have a bit of a relax. And really, today has been all about relaxing. I am just sitting by the quiet pool waiting for my nails to dry. I have used this little Sephora OPI. I've had this little collection, I think, for close to 10 years now. I know it's very precious. It was the Cinderella collection. So this is sort of like her dress, her luminescent dress, which I think is beautifully animated. But that's the color I decided to put. I've got pink sparkle on my toes. The other day I put a dark blue nail polish on, and when I went to take it off, my nails were still blue because I did not have a base coat. But it's been nice just taking a couple days, sitting at the table here, doing my nails up. The chlorine takes the polish off after a couple of swims, but I did buy some remover so then that way I can kind of keep them neat, and it's been nice having them look pretty while I've been working on my knitting. And being on vacation, always a good thing. Anyway, just a couple more minutes and then I think I'm going to go back to the room and run it under cold water because denting. And then maybe I'll try and do a little bit of knitting before we go out for supper tonight. These are the nail polishes that I've been using since I've been here. I brought the kit with me. And like I said, I've had this for years, so it's definitely not going to be available. It was a Sephora by OPI, and I just put this one on right there, So Totally Enchanted, right in the corner there. So like an opalescent, but with a little bit of a blue tinge. And then Step Off Sister, I wore that the other day. That's a really nice light blue sparkle. Really loved it. I blew my curfew. Fun, opalescent. Unfortunately left stain on my nail, but it was fun. And then I put the pink sparkle, the Bibbidi Bobbidi pink, over top of it. I probably should have just left it the dark blue. I do have the Bibbidi Bobbidi pink on my toes, and I'm loving that. I have not tried, oops, I'm going too far over, Self-Made Millionaire yet. And I haven't tried the Rags to Rhinestones yet, but I will. I'll get there soon. Anyway, I've been enjoying these and just taking a little bit of time to do a little bit of pampering poolside and enjoying the results on my fingernails and, of course, my toenails. And if you want to see the Bibbidi Bobbidi pink on my toenails, there they are, nice and sparkly. We are currently at the Polynesian Resort. We're going to have supper here, and this is a gorgeous resort. Is it one of your favorites, Craig?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have dinner at Ohana. You hear that noise? The monorail is just up there. The hotel is right behind us, and then there are beautiful flowers. There's the tiki torches, and yes, that is real flames. So someone gave me fire again, except I'm not running around with it like I was with my marshmallow on a stick earlier. Did we film that marshmallow on a stick?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I don't think we did. No, we didn't film when I had marshmallows on a stick.
No.
And I was talking about it, but yeah, someone gave me fire, and I enjoyed the marshmallows and the fire very much at our own resort. They do have a campfire here as well, but yeah, we'll just go inside for a moment and take a quick look around. So the nice thing about here, you can walk ahead and open the door. Like, it's like magic. It's Disney magic. The door's open, and inside is the beautiful Polynesian. Oh, there's one of my children right there with his Disney mug, and he's all Disneyfied. And I'm not sure where the other child is, but the beautiful Polynesian. We're going to be eating upstairs. We'll check in soon. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous hotel. My favorite restaurant is the Kona Cafe, which is just up there and is unfortunately closed for renovation. The other thing in my hand, my knitting, because let me turn it around. Of course, there is always knitting involved. And I did mention, this bag has been wonderful. Tonight I threw in the camera and my knitting, and I am good to go for the evening, and I'll take you around as we visit places tonight. One of the best things at the Poly is that there is pineapple lanai, and that is where you can get a Dole Whip. And better than a Dole Whip is a Dole Float. They also have adult versions, but I like just a plain Dole Float, which is pineapple juice and then soft serve Dole ice cream, Dole Whip. It's delicious. One of my favorite things in Disney. We are discussing where our children are. One is down there. We don't know where the other one is, but we're upstairs in the Polynesian, and look at this. Here is a beautiful Cinderella castle right in the middle between those two lights. And this is a great place to view the fireworks. But Seven Seas Lagoon in front of us as well. And there are alligators in that lake. And then of course there's a pool, a recreation area, and our child was looking at Pineapple Lanai, which is down there, but no longer there. Anyway, there is Cinderella's castle, and we'll go and see that on, you know which day, you know which day we're going to see Cinderella's castle?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. We are going to the Magic Kingdom on Wednesday, and we're also going to go to the Jungle Company Navigation for food. But right now, this is our view. Where are we, Isaac? Are we at your favorite restaurant?
The Kona Cafe.
We're not at the Kona Cafe. It's over there and it's closed. This isn't your favorite? What's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
You don't have a favorite Disney restaurant?
No.
Really?
We're at the family restaurant. I don't have a favorite. I don't know.
Really?
I like it.
Oh.
I like this place.
Well, this is the one that you guys all unanimously wanted me to get a reservation for, so when I did, you were all happy.
Yes, I like it.
So I thought it was your favorite.
Family time.
Ohana means?
Family time.
Yeah, and what are you?
Nobody gets left behind.
What are you excited to eat?
Food.
What's your favorite one here?
I don't have a favorite. Why do you keep asking me my favorite? It's all yummy. Get shrimp and chicken and pork and beef and chicken wings.
And noodles.
And noodles.
And nice pineapple bread.
Yeah. So
and
much.
bread pudding for dessert.
Well, yeah, the bread pudding with caramel. Caramel. Okay, here's a question, viewers. Caramel or caramel? Leave it in the comments below.
I say caramel.
Caramel. Caramel. Depends where you are. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, caramel will be A and caramel will be B, because there's really no way to say how it is in words.
So caramel will be right and caramel will be wrong.
A or B.
It's caramel.
It's what?
Caramel.
It's not caramel, it's caramel.
I must find out.
Potato. Anyway, he's going to try and find out.
Pronunciation.
Anyway, Ohana, one of your favorites.
Yes, it's one of my favorites.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite.
But it doesn't have a favorite.
I don't have one.
Not even Kona Cafe?
No.
No.
Kona Cafe Tonga Toast?
I mean, that's good, but I'm just trying to figure out this.
You're still stuck on caramel. Caramel. Need to do an A or B because why? How is it pronounced?
Caramel. Ooh,
'Cause-
British pronunciation. What's the British pronunciation? That's the British.
Say it.
Caramel is the British pronunciation.
Okay, and caramel is what?
Caramel is the American pronunciation, and Carmel is a city pronounced with 2 syllables.
Okay, well it is good for internet because otherwise we would have no clue.
Yep.
Would you like to explain why you have my cell phone?
Mine got water damaged and I need to buy a new one, but I can't buy one until I get back to Canada because I don't want to buy a plan here. So I'm waiting until I get back to Canada.
And what is your mother using in the meantime?
Nothing.
Nothing. That's right. Her iPad.
Her iPad. You
But
don't
she's
believe
okay
in
with
phones.
that. I
so
don't. I
she
don't.
doesn't believe in phones, so it's okay. But I like phones. They're good. Communication devices.
The only reason I have my phone is so I can keep my Toronto phone number.
I thought it was just so then you can stalk me.
No, I don't stalk you. My mother stalks me.
I know it's creepy, man.
I only stalk you in the pool.
You stalk me everywhere. It's
I
creepy.
don't. I don't stalk you everywhere.
Today I was guarding and then she just filmed me.
And right
So
now
you'll
you're
see
about to
me.
eat dinner.
And now I'm eating dinner. I'm waiting in the seat. Now I'm being filmed. It seems the camera follows me. Maybe I should get a TV show.
Well, you are at Disney. The camera follows you everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's a camera. Just looking at you, Isaac. Yesterday, you accidentally put your lovely new Loungefly down, and they found you. Oh yeah, show off your Loungefly. His Loungefly is so cute.
It's very dapper.
It's a very dapper. It's a very dapper Dan Loungefly. So Isaac purchased this as his Disney memory.
Yep.
Even though you weren't
discount.
a Disney Dapper Dan, you did get a good discount on it. But he put it down because he's not used to carrying a man purse.
No.
And they tracked you down, and you think it was because of the cameras. I think it was because you had it. Yeah.
It was the receipt thing in my bag.
Yeah, there was a
That's
thing
how
that
they
said your name
found
on
me.
it. So, anyway, don't put the purse down and leave it, because that's a really nice bag. I love it.
I like my bag.
I want
Give
one
my
too.
Bag. It's my bag.
I know.
Give my bag.
Are you happy with our seating in Ohana?
Yes.
Yes, because we are right at the window, looking over the volcano, and the castle is right there. Main Street, USA. Looking way at the sky. The castle is straight through. The boats are there. You can see the Grand Floridian. We have, and there's a monorail behind. We have a wonderful table. Greg has found a hidden Mickey, and he's tying his shoelaces.
I found it.
You did find it. Nathaniel found the hidden Mickey, but Greg is standing in the hidden Mickey, and stepping on those ears. There it is. Twirly boy. And there goes Isaac, Nathaniel, and we will swing it around to Greg and I. We are leaving the Polynesian. We were going to go for a bit of a walk.
Boy, you could really.
Aloha. We were going to go for a bit of a walk. Now, I don't know if the heat is from the fire or the Florida heat. I'm not sure, but
It's blowing in, and
is.
it's some kind of perfume.
yes, it's very fragrant, and the beautiful flames. I'm trying to find the flames behind me. Here a little bit. There they are. We were going to go after Ohana to the Grand Floridian and the Contemporary, but we are all so full now that we've decided it's just better to call it a night. Anyway, we will take you for another voyage, another day. In the meantime, I better catch up to them and get in the car, or I'll be taking the bus home. And there go the monorails over my head. This one is the resort monorail, and the one that sped by, that is the one that goes to the Ticket and Transportation Center. Anyway, this is what it looks like from underneath a monorail. High voltage. Did you enjoy seeing that? It is Star Wars Central in this place.
Save me.
This is what it is like to live with two boys.
I'm dying. He's got me in a tickle. Oh, he's cut my face off. I think I'm dead.
Yeah, you would.
Alright, he's the winner. Even though I was sitting
You're the winner. What do you say to that?
Happy Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Wrong trilogy.
I know
that. Very nice. It's double-sided, so you can split it in half.
Oh, I live with a bunch of Star Wars guys. Star Wars. Star Wars.
You live with the nerds. That's what you get.
We are back at the Riverside Resort. And what is your favorite thing about this resort, Greg?
I like the alligator on Nathaniel's bed.
It is cute, yes. And Nathaniel has this little pull-down bed, and I showed it in a video that was a little bit earlier when we first came here. Now the bed looks a complete disaster because the boys, ugh.
They're playing Star Wars.
That
now.
room is a disaster. Anyway, the little pull-down bed has the alligator from The Princess and the Frog, and the two frogs are sitting on his tummy, and it's just so cute. What do I love about this resort? I love the ambiance, and if you take a look around, we've got these beautiful lights, the bayous behind us, and I just find
like the boats.
Like the boats. I love the boats. Although I like the boats better in the Magic Kingdom resorts. Those ones are my favorite. I don't know.
The bridges.
Yeah, it's got that southern charm, I guess is
Yep.
the best way to describe it. And maybe southern charm isn't as in vogue as it once was, but it's pretty, and it's a very picturesque resort, and I always enjoy staying here. So thank you for letting me not have to camp, because I just didn't like the idea of being in a hot tent. And it is much nicer in our room with air conditioning and that cute little alligator pull-down bed. Another lovely thing about this resort, and of course I turn the corner and they're not here, is there are usually horse-drawn carriages just waiting around here for families to go for a lovely horse and carriage ride around the resort. One of the boats has just come in from Disney Springs, but it is beautiful here in the daytime, and it's beautiful here in the nighttime. Boat Rights is the restaurant here, and then the Riverside Mill is the quick service, and we've got Disney mousekeeping coming at us. I'm hoping that there are horse-drawn carriages that we'll see as Greg and I are going for a little walk tonight. It is Sunday evening, so maybe on Sundays they don't do the horse-drawn carriage rides, but it is really nice to see. A lot of people just coming in for the night as well. Anyway, we're gonna go for a nice walk, and we will have a chance to see some of the mansions and show you a little bit more of this resort. Isn't that exciting, Greg?
Excitement.
Excitement, excitement. The resort also rents out these quad bicycles, so you can rent one of these. I thought they were quad, but I guess they are just for two. I thought they were for four. Maybe there's two and four. These ones are the 4 ones, these ones are the 2 ones, and then they also have bicycles. So yes, there's the 4 one. So something fun. And then if you want to go for the river cruise, that is included from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Unless of course there is lightning within a 10-mile radius, and then the boats get canceled. And that's never fun if you're hoping to get on a boat and it's canceled. This is Greg's favorite part. They have a running trail here, so he has been getting up every other morning and going on a run. So this route here with the red is 1 plus 0.7 miles, and I don't know how many times. How many times have you been going around?
I go down. I start here.
Yeah.
And I go down here, and then I turn around and go back, and then when I get here, I go around here like this.
Okay.
And then I go around, and then I do one more after that.
Okay, and that's what we're going to do right now, or similar. I just talked to a cast member. Oh, look, you can see our shadows. Wendy sewed them back on. Oh, they're gone now. Wendy did sew our shadows on a moment ago, but then, I don't know, they got lost. Tinkerbell unsewed them or something, because she is a little sprite. Anyway, we just spoke with a cast member, and he said that the horses are probably out and about. So maybe as we are walking, we will come across one of the horse-drawn carriages. It's about 9:30 at night, and it is really well lit in this resort, which is great. So if you want to go out for a nighttime stroll because you're feeling very full from supper, which yes I am. Oh goodness me, cake for breakfast and then way too much for dinner. Why do I do this to myself? I am not sure. Anyway, walk it off, that's always a good thing to do. I was telling you earlier today that I would show you the mansions. And here they are across the river, so they are very stately and very bouncy. I'll get a little bit closer. I do not want to fall in the river because the signs say beware of snakes and alligators, and you know what? I do not want to come across either one. Anyway, these are the mansion rooms, and many years ago Isaac and I stayed in a mansion room. I took him for his 11th birthday, and it was nice. These are the princess rooms over there, but I love the bayous, so I'm happy to be in the bayou. There's nice courtyards in there, but again, the bayous, probably my faves. Do I hear a horse-drawn carriage nearing? I do believe I do. Here comes a horse-drawn carriage, and I don't want to be in the way.
Right off towards the river.
Yeah, we need to. Greg's like, there's the alligator sign down there, so we don't want to get too far down. But here comes the horse and carriage, and we're just sort of standing off on the sidewalk on the grass.
You have to get right down towards the river.
The other day, Greg and I went to Circle Ranch D, which is where they keep all the horses for all of Disney. Beautiful. Beautiful. And guess what? There's another one coming right behind. So, no, this better not be where the snake gets him. But anyway, we went to Circle Ranch D, and that's where all of the horses are kept. And then they bring them to the different locations, Riverside being one of them. And look at this gorgeous, gorgeous horse. And a beautiful carriage, and everybody's enjoying their carriage ride. Greg and I have never done this. Maybe one day we should. But there we go. Look at that, the lights even light up. So, 2 carriages, and underneath the bridge, here comes the boat heading to Disney Springs. So lots going on here. and everybody is enjoying their time here to the fullest. And as always, Disney crew and a casting crew are waving away. And that has the yellow and purple flag, meaning it will stop at Port Orleans, Riverside and Port Orleans. Port Orleans, Riverside, and Port Orleans French Quarter. So French Quarter is the sister resort, and that is down this pathway. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing not one, but two horses and a boat. And it's kind of like being on the float house. There is a lot of waves. Well, we don't get a lot of waves on the float house, but a lot of water. We definitely do not have the alligators and snakes in area, so stay away from the water. Do not feed the wildlife. We got other stuff by our place though. Bears. I don't think we have lions or tigers though. The Spanish moss is beautiful during the day, but at nighttime, look how pretty it looks as well with all of the Disney lighting. We're just going to go across this bridge here and walk beside the mansions. And actually, if we get a little bit higher up here, we can see the French Quarter. And the French Quarter is kind of neat because they're more like a 3-story unit, but they have little squares. My favorite square is Rue de Bega, because who doesn't love a turnip? But there is the French Quarter down there, and then we're just going to go across this bridge here over top of the Sassagoula and over by the mansions. Here we are on the other side of the river in front of the mansion side, and so there's a stately mansion on this side, and then there is a lot of green space with fountains in the middle, and right down the center there is a double staircase. It's very grandiose looking. And then the other side of the building has the mirrored effect, very Georgian, and just a lovely little spot. But I think I've told you, I still prefer the alligator bayous because they're so cute, and the alligators, not real ones, of course. Here's another one of the quiet pools. This one looks like it's more of a lap pool, so if you were wanting to have a proper exercise swim, this would be the place to go. The one that is by us, the quiet pool by us, is very rounded and lovely, but if you're wanting to do lengths, this is the length pool for you. Anyway, beautiful space, and the pools here are wonderful. And a little bit of a close-up of the mansion houses. We were on a bus the other day, and one of the drivers was saying that she was noticing that it's a little bit quieter at the Port Orleans Resort than it normally is. And we had also heard that some of the Alligator Bayou complexes, sections, are closed for refurbishment. So it is quieter than it has been in the past, especially the last time we came and stayed here was in March of 2019, and we came for the March break, and it was super busy. So much nicer right now, and definitely a lot quieter. People around, but not as busy as it has been in the past. And across the river, are the main buildings. I'm going to get myself some tea in my refillable mug attached to my dandelion and dogwood bag, and have a nice cup of, I think, Earl Grey with some lemon juice in it. Is a nice way to wind down this evening. I'm not into that decaf stuff. I like my caffeine from morning to night. Although I do have a nice decaf that I like. I like the Taylors of Harrogate bedtime tea, but I didn't bring any with me, so just have a cup of weak Earl Grey or maybe English breakfast. We'll see. A quick look across the river. So we've seen it up close, and this is at a distance. The pool is on an island in the middle between the manor homes and the main building and the Alligator Bayou, which is just back behind Old Man Island. And that's the pool where Isaac was working today. This is actually where he was trained first, and this was going to be his home pool, but because of some issues with the visa, and there was something to do with the area was a Disney Vacation Club area, and that wasn't on his visa, his work permit. They had to move him from here to the Animal Kingdom as his home pool, but because he had been trained here, he was able to trade some shifts, and one of the coordinators agreed to trade some shifts for him when he was staying with us here, which allowed us to enjoy being lifeguarded by Isaac. Anyway, we're going to continue our little walk. I do believe there's another quiet pool just over here, and that's where they show the movie every other night. And you can hear the joyful screams, joyful children's noises from the pool. And they have recreation activities, so lots of pool time things happening. And then every other night, so Monday is Greg's favorite movie, which is
A Goofy movie.
Yeah, he loves that. And then Wednesday's Turning Red. Friday, Aladdin, the 2019 version, so the live action version. And then Saturdays are Tarzan, and this is for, I think, the month of August. And then they have all of the different things that they do here. So the campfire is fun. I didn't see the changing of the guard today. Maybe I should have stayed and watched that, although Isaac was on break at 4 o'clock, so I may not have been able to enjoy that as much as I would have if he was on. There's always music coming from the bushes in Disney, but we're gonna just follow this path, go around and get my tea, and back to our room for calling it a night. It has been a long day of editing. As you can see, the sun is starting to go down. It's been a busy day around here, but I had 3 hours of footage. I decided to cut off the time at Disney right there. We will return to Disney for 1, maybe 2 more times because I didn't want to overload the footage too much. So I hope you enjoyed our exploring the resort, starting off at Animal Kingdom, a little bit of time at Riverside, which we absolutely love, and we've got a bit of busy time in the Polynesian as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. And that is all I'm going to share with you today for October 17th. And we will be back tomorrow for another Vlogtober, and we'll be picking up some more Disney exploration in the days ahead as well. Have a great evening, day, whatever. I hope you got lots of crafting time in there because that was a long video, and I will see you soon. Bye. This is what I live with.
Stop, Nathaniel.
Chaos.
Chaos and bloodshed.
Chaos and chaos meets bloodshed and things. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm going.
And now you're gonna turn your movie on.